Hi, welcome to the Wildcard Weekend edition of NFnLPics. This week, picking all 6 playoff games by the numbers. My name is Pat Ritz. Time to pick 'em. Wildcard Weekend starts at 4:30 Saturday with the LARams traveling east to take on the 10.5-point home dog Carolina Panthers. Let's go by the numbers, starting with the offense. And when it comes to putting points on the board, the Rams are tops in the league, nearly doubling up the Panthers. They're first down better on the ground and gain more than anyone in the league in the air. To the defense, when it comes to keeping points off the board, the Rams are a safety better than the Panthers, win the plus-minus and turnover differential, and get to the QB way more. In the battle of Matthew Stafford against Bryce Young, Stafford is the league leader at throwing TDs and has given up less than 10 interceptions. Young almost matches in completion percentage. Almost. The edge in this one goes to the Rams in all 9 stats. So let's deal the wild card, and it shows Carolina did beat the Rams earlier this year in Charlotte by the skin of their teeth. With that in mind, in a closer than expected one, I'll take Carolina to cover, Rams to win. Wildcard Weekend continues at 8 p.m. Saturday night with the Green Bay Packers traveling south to face the 1.5-point home dog Bears in Chicago. Let's go by the numbers, starting with the offense. When it comes to putting points on the board, Chicago is around a field goal better than the Pack. They outrun Green Bay by nearly 25 a game and throw for a little over a first down more. To the defense, when it comes to keeping points off the board, the Cheeseheads hold the line by a field goal less per game. The Bears lead the league in turnover differential at a staggering plus 22, and both teams are nearly equal at getting to the QB, separated by 1. In the battle of Jordan Love versus Caleb Williams, the Bears have the edge on touchdowns, while Love protects the ball better and throws a lot more accurate percentage. The edge in the stat goes to the Bears 5-4. Let's deal the wild card, and it shows in the history of these two teams and their storied rivalry, they've only met twice in the postseason in 1941 and 2011. The record is 1-1. I'll take Bears to cover and win. Wildcard Weekend rolls into Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. with the Buffalo Bills rumbling south to face the 1.5-point home dog Jaguars in Jacksonville. Let's go by the numbers, starting with the offense. When it comes to putting points on the board, both teams put up numbers in the high 20s. The Bills are tops in the league at running the ball, and both teams are within a first down of each other on passing. To the defense, and when it comes to keeping points off the board, the Jagoffs hold the edge by just more than a point. They also take the ball away more, but the Bills are better at getting to the QB. In the battle of Josh Allen versus Trevor Lawrence, the numbers are close. For touchdowns, including rushing touchdowns, the numbers are a push. Allen protects the ball better and completes his passes at an almost 10% higher rate. The edge in the stats goes to the Bills with 2 pushes involved. So let's deal the wild card, and it shows Josh Allen is 0-4 in road playoff games and 1-2 against the Jags in his career. I just think it means he's due. Bills to cover and win. The Wildcard Weekend continues Sunday at 4:30 p.m. with the 4.5-point San Francisco 49ers heading east to face the defending Super Bowl champion Eagles in Philly. Let's go by the numbers, starting with the offense. And when it comes to putting points on the board, San Fran holds the edge by just over a TD. The Eagles are a first down better on the ground, but the Niners dominate in the air. To the defense, when it comes to keeping points off the board, the Eagles hold a slight edge by just under a field goal. they crush Frisco in the turnover differential while doubling up on the Niners, who own the league's worst sack number. In the face-off of Brock Purdy against Jalen Hurts, the Eagles QB is about 10 better at getting the ball in the end zone, including rushing TDs, has thrown less interceptions, but Purdy completes passes at a higher percentage. The edge in stats goes to the Eagles in a pretty significant way. So let's deal the wild card, and it shows Brock Purdy, who was injured this season, is 7-2 in his last 9 starts. Jalen Hurts is 5-4. Give me Niners to cover and win. Wildcard Weekend matriculates into Sunday night at 8 p.m. when the 3.5-point road dog Los Angeles Chargers travel east to face the AFC East champ New England Patriots. Let's go by the numbers, starting with the offense. And when it comes to putting points on the board, the Patriots are a touchdown better than the Bolts. Both teams run the ball well at over 120 yards a game, but New England attacks through the air better. To the defense, and when it comes to keeping points off the board, the Patriots hold a slight edge, keeping opponents to under 20. The turnover differentials are both in the plus range, and LA, dominates at taking down quarterbacks. In the contest of Justin Herbert against Drake May, Herbert's better at throwing touchdowns and running them in. Herbert throws more INTs, and May leads the league in completion percentage. The Pats definitely hold the edge in stats, even with the push. So let's deal the wild card, and it shows that the Chargers are 3-3 against teams with winning records. The Patriots this year are 1-2. I think that skews the stats. That's why I'm taking Superchargers to cover and win. Finally, Wildcard Weekend wraps around into Monday night at 8:15 p.m., where the Houston Texans travel east to face the 3-point home dog Steelers in the Burgunnet. Let's go by the numbers, starting with the offense. When it comes to putting points on the board, both teams score over 23 a game. That's a push. They're both within a first down of each other running the ball. Also a push. Both also throw for over 200 yards a game, but Houston holds the 15-yard edge. To the defense, when it comes to keeping points off the board, the Texans are number 2 in the league behind the Seahawks at stinginess. The Steelers are middle of the pack. Houston holds the edge at taking the ball away, while Pittsburgh gets to the QB more. In the CJ Stroud versus Aaron Rodgers battle, Stroud throws for more TDs, Rodgers throws less INTs, and the old man is slightly more accurate percentage-wise. With all that being said, the Texans hold the edge in the stats with 2 pushes, so let's deal the wild card, and it shows the Steelers have won their last 23 at home on Monday night, and have a 3-1 playoff record against teams from Houston. We all know who I'm taking, Steelers to cover and win.
We're from the town with a great football team. We cheer the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And let's take a look at the stats from Week 18, and I'll just say I finished relatively strong, going 3-2 on wins and spreads. It's a solid B+, with the asterisk going to the Steelers taking down the Ravens wide right. For the season, I was 78-96. That's a 45% win rate. Pretty terrible. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to watch all season. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. They all help the algorithm reach more people. And remember, as someone somewhere may have sometimes said, keep grinning and picking.